And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Domu, a game that, well, if you... I will have to exit the game and re-enter it again, but basically when you open this game for the first time, the first thing it says is that this is a very happy game. I don't know if that's the usual ironic things that, you know, a lot of fun games like to use, but we're about to find out. I already changed the controls, so let's see what is gonna happen. It says, load game, bow and no bow. Well, I have no loaded game, so I'm assuming bow means the accessory for the head. Well, I usually don't like using a bow, so I'm gonna go with no bow. I'm assuming that's what it means. I don't think it means a literal bow and arrow, so... Well... Look at how happy this game already looks. So apparently this game saves only when you shoot right next to the save button. Interesting. I don't like this music though. You know that there is something inherently wrong with it. You can tell. You can tell by the way it sounds that there's something already wrong with this. Oh, the sun kills you. Man, that's a pretty happy... So I'm assuming I have to go down. At least instead of exploding into blood, you explode into stars. Oh. That's gonna be a problem. That's a corner jump, right? I'm pretty sure that's a corner jump as one of the first jumps in the game. Alright, maybe this might not have been the best idea. But we will see, this is only the beginning. Wait, is there something here? No? Alright. Well, there we go. Oh, wow. For this first screen, I gotta say that this is pretty tough. Just for a first screen. Okay, so the sun killed you. I have to remember that. I'm assuming there's gonna be a trap of some sort. No? Okay. But the save... I don't think I can reach that save. Well, I can reach it from here, but... No, I actually can't. Wait, so... Wait a second. Wasn't there a save there before? I mean, there was, but now there... Okay, I'm assuming it's also part of the trap. This looks too clean for... Oh, okay, there is the save. That's beautiful. Wait. Oh. Oops. Those spikes weren't there before. Now, I wonder if this sun can kill me. If I... Okay, so they are consistent at least. They don't only make the sun kill you when it's close to you. It also kills you even if it's, like, completely... You know, out of reach. Well, in this case, it's not literally out of reach, but you know. You know what I mean. Okay. That probably is a single jump rather than a double one. Yeah, it's a single jump. Okay, so I'm assuming you're gonna kill me again if I go there. I knew that was gonna happen. Come on. Everyone knew that. I mean, in games like this, when you have a long hallway, things like those are gonna happen. Like, it's a rule. of games like this. Okay. Really? I really wonder how this is all gonna... Because, you know, it's pretty clear that the game is going for the classical, you know, innocent looking game that is gonna turn into something horrible. But I wonder how it's gonna do it, and I wonder if it's gonna be scary. Well, that's scary, but it's not what I meant. No, I really wonder. Because I've been looking at a lot of I Wanna Be the Guy fan games, and a lot of them are, well, not a lot of them, but some of them have the horror tag. Like they are actually, well, maybe games that are supposed to scare you. I don't know how you can... I mean, I guess you can achieve that even in games like this with relative ease, but it's still, I mean, not as easy as it will be to scare someone in a 3D game, right? You really have to be pretty creative and really know what you're doing to do something like that. Okay, here it comes. Wait, that's just the moon. Maybe? Alright. Well, I don't know if that was the moon. All I know is that everything is fucked. Maybe it was a meteorite. Ah, come on. I also wonder what that thing is up there, that black circle. Because I don't think it's an eclipse. Wouldn't really make that much sense for it to be an eclipse. That's not how eclipses work, I think. I mean, I'm not an astrologist, or astronomist. I never knew the difference between the two. I know that one of them is the scientific studio of, you know, of the stars and everything, and another one is just, you know, the usual divination stuff, but I never knew which one is one. But you know, even if I'm not that, I don't think that's how eclipses work. Maybe. I like the save sound. I probably was not supposed to go down here. I wonder why they they give you like a ground and no spikes, cause you can get up from there, I'm assuming. I don't think so, at least. Damn it. This is gonna be hard, though. This just basically... Well, usually when you have patterns like this, since most of this game are done with speedrunning in mind, I think you should have to go forward without stopping since the save point. Or maybe not. Maybe I actually have to be patient. Maybe I should be patient. Looks strange though. Definitely looks like a pattern that you have to figure out, and it's not that obvious to do so. Damn it. I guess this is gonna be the first boss of the game. I'm pretty sure... Oh, a full jump works. Okay, well that changes everything. I didn't want to do a full jump because I was like, that's definitely gonna kill me. Nope. Oh. Probably... Wait, what? Can you actually do that jump from there to here? I think you can. Well, this we know how to do this jump. And I was right, like you have to just keep going forward and not stop. Hey Brabby, how is it going? How was your day? Or night? Or afternoon? Or morning? That one works too. A lot of people use the word day to replace morning too. I don't know. Or was it? Anything interesting? You sleep during morning? Yeah, I used to do that too. It was pretty nice. I feel pretty... I know it wasn't that long ago, but I feel pretty nostalgic every time I remember that. I remember when I did that. Yeah, that was obviously gonna happen, but I thought it would wait a little bit. I didn't stream during 2 days. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I feel like one should stream whenever they want, right? I mean, I try to keep, you know, static schedule in the sense that, or not static, I mean consistent, right? I try to be as consistent as I can. But that's because most of the times I don't really mind streaming, and even those times that I'm really tired and I will prefer to sleep instead of streaming, I tell to myself, you know, you will prefer to stream instead of sleeping. And I'm right. A lot of times it's better to stream and then sleep. But, you know, I remember when I first started streaming that I was like, nah, I'm not gonna have a schedule. Schedules are something that is only useful for work, but no, honestly, it is pretty useful to have schedules. Kinda helps you get in the mood, right? Then again, if I didn't have work, maybe I could do a no schedule kind of thing. But no, I don't know. Especially because having a consistent schedule helps a lot with streaming, right? Mostly because if there are people who are interested in your stream, they will try to see when you usually stream, and they will tune in at that time, right? Though there is something that Twitch added recently, which is an auto schedule, basically based around what you streamed before. Well, what you streamed, you know, recently. It tells you, alright, this guy Monday he started this day at this hour and he ended at this hour streaming this game, right? So that way you don't really have to worry about telling your viewers what the schedule is, because they can figure it out. And that's pretty nice, because that also you know, that also frees yourself from setting rules that you might not follow. So you don't have to worry about that either. I think it's pretty nice. Damn it. I wonder why this is sometimes working and sometimes it's not. Maybe because of the first sham that I do. Hey Riemann, how is it going? We are here on some Domu action. I wonder what I have to... Oh, I have to fall! I thought I had to jump up. That's why I kept struggling. I had to fall down. Well, I'm assuming I have to fall down. The only other option is going right, so I'm assuming I have to go down. Well, I mean, going right can be an alternative, but I don't think so. Okay, so let's see. Motherfucker. So I have to go right on the middle. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. I think that this game has been tagged a little bit with trap. Like, this game seems to have, well, as you can see, those kind of traps, but you know, I don't mind traps as long as they aren't done excessively. Well, there is a lot of paths here. I wonder how many traps this is. Okay, well, that's one. Wait, are you serious? No, I don't think you... Okay, never mind. So maybe this is the right one, or maybe the right one instead of this one. Well, it could be either one. I mean, I'm pretty sure both... Oh, I don't know if you can do that. Oh, you can. Nice. Nice, and a save point. And there is a T platform. And there are 3 paths here. Left, middle, or right. I'm gonna go left. Fog. Wow. I almost thought that they were gonna say something else. That would have been pretty bad. And probably not Twitch friendly. So there is fog. Full? Yeah, for sure. Thought they were gonna say that. So... Huh, that seems... dangerous. Well, more than dangerous, it looks... hard. Well, I guess you could say it's dangerous. The spoopy vibes have not ended since that meteorite crashed. Well, either a meteorite or the moon. I don't think they look too different anyways. There is a save point there at least, so that's something. I wonder if we can go back. No! Once we pick that, we have to stick with that choice. Well, I will stick with that choice. I mean, after all, you will have to do this again anyways. It's alright, don't worry about it. Even if this is the hardest one of the 3, it was the choice. Gotta go by my choice. Okay. Why couldn't... Maybe I didn't jump as high, but... That's weird. What I like is that this game doesn't have a game over screen. And that's pretty nice because in every I Wanna Be the Guy playthrough that I had uploaded to YouTube, since I don't do custom thumbnails myself because, well, first of all, I don't know how to, and second of all, I don't want to, right? But you know, the thing is, most of the thumbnails in the I Wanna Be the Guy games are... Wow. How am I gonna figure this out? Oops. I was about to say, most of the thumbnails of I Wanna Be the Guy games are the game over screens, because for some reason YouTube thinks that that's attractive to see a game over screen. So yeah, it fucking sucks, because out of the 3 options, the 3 of them are game over screen. So I'm like, why? Why YouTube? Why your so advanced algorithm thinks that this is an interesting thumbnail? So, you know, it sucks, but thankfully it's not gonna happen here. And this is actually the first fun game that I play that doesn't have a game over screen. All of the previous ones that I played do have one, but this one has to be the first one. I guess having a game over screen is classic, but it's also a little bit pointless. I mean, if you died, I'm pretty sure you know you died. Well, okay, maybe not. There are some games that don't make it clear that you die unless you see the game over screen. But, you know, that's fine. I guess you can just put a, you know, something in the corner saying press R to restart. Final attack is some thumbnail. I mean, sometimes the thumbnails are interesting. Sometimes the thumbnails are like, I don't know. Like, for example, in Toho, some of the thumbnails are one of the characters having you know, an interesting expression or a pattern that looks beautiful. But some other times the thumbnails are so bad that you're like, how the fuck, with all of the intelligence behind Google algorithms, you still pick such shitty thumbnails? But yeah. It's RNG. It's RNG getting a good thumbnail or not. Which, I mean, obviously the reason why custom thumbnails are pretty much the standard, the industry standard. So let's see this. So you died there, but how am I supposed to know what's coming here? Maybe I'm not supposed to know what's coming. Maybe I'm not even supposed to go there. Maybe I'm just supposed to go up. And I think I can go up. I mean, I think that double jump is doable. Obviously the problem being that I don't know if I can do something up there, but I'm assuming I can. Hibachi's finally shows Arrowhead clusterfuck. Yeah, but it's probably more interesting than seeing, for example, the score screen. I mean, the score screen in Dodonpachi is just, you know... I mean, who wants to see the score screen? Like, who can see a score screen and be like, damn, I want to watch this? At least the Arrowhead fucker is more threatening. Domu. Yeah, I think it's Domu. But Domo works too. Who is it going, Yannick? What did Domo mean in Japanese? Because I think it meant something. The thumbnail is a stage clear screen. Damn. Stage clear screen. Well, I mean, sometimes you take what you can get. Means a lot of things. Well, I think I'm trying to remember where I heard Domo, and I don't really remember. Domo. Like, I know it's something that is supposed to be like, you know, formal, right? I think it's something formal, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, I know that, you can say Domo arigato, but I don't know what Domo adds in that contest. Also, who is it going Simu? Okay, so I can go up here. And what was that? Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, how did... I don't get it. How did I die there? Because I'm pretty sure I wasn't even close to... Maybe there is an obligatory spike that you clear by, you know, by pressing that thing. I think it's Keigo. What does Keigo mean? Keigo this nut? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. Got him. I don't remember what Keigo meant, if I ever knew in the first place what it meant. Polite words, oh I see. Okay. Fuck. You add to some expressions when speaking formally, I see. I think a common, well not common, but another thing that I remember sounding similar is dono, which I think it means something like sir, right? Like for example, I could say simu dono, and I could mean like sir simu or something like that. I'm not sure if that's how it is, but I remember it was something like that. Not quite sure. Oh, that shit breaks there. Huh? Interesting. That shit actually breaks right there. Dono is a honorific. Yeah, I know. But I think it's like if you wanted to translate that to English, it will be like sir, right? Like you will say sir something. Or at least that's I think, I mean, it might not be incredibly close, but I think it's the closest that it can get, right? I specifically remember when I played Neo for the PS4, like everyone will call the protagonist Anshin Dono. Anshin wasn't even his name. Well, that's the funny thing, but you know, they call it like that because they can't fucking pronounce William for some reason, because William is too hard to pronounce. Well, I mean, from a Japanese perspective, it might be a little bit hard to pronounce, because it will be something like William. So yeah. Nice. Something like that. Honorifics are kind of idiosyncratic. Okay. Too much of non-weird. What you mean of non? Wait. I wonder if that black fog adds spikes. Because again, I remember getting killed on the previous screen by a spike that I don't remember being there back when I cleared the fog. Ooh. Alright. Oh, I'm supposed to go left. Gotta be careful. Son of a bitch. So that has to be like a gate jump. It's pretty interesting. How this atmosphere adds a little bit of, you know, adds that bit of tension to the stage. Even though the stage itself doesn't look that scary, you can definitely see that it adds some tension to it. Fuck. Yeah. It's the way it is. Also, I'm really curious to see, because here's the thing. For those wondering, the reason why I picked this game, well, that's the important thing. I picked this game. It's the first time that I actually pick a fun game, and I don't really, because it has Weave Warren in it, What you mean we've worn it? Domu doesn't mean anything as far as I know in Japanese, or at least nothing that I know. The fuck you talking about? Yami calling me a weeb just for the sake of calling me a weeb. How is it going, by the way, Yami? Yami's favorite thing, like the top 10 list, has basically calling me a weeb. That's what he loves. Yeah, Riemann likes it too. Both Riemann and Yami are the biggest weeb deniers that I have in the channel. They are like, fucking weeb. But then they, you know, they do some other stuff. Like playing fucking Dodonpachi Daifukatsu. Wait. That has to be incredibly fast. You fucking... I got mixed with Domu. We should talk about it. Like, we actually should talk about it. How did you get mixed it up? God damn it. I was actually between this and another game that I'm obviously not gonna mention, because it's probably gonna be the next game after this one if everything goes right here. So yeah. This one seemed like out of... I look at a lot of games on Delicious Fruit, and this one was like, to me, the best option of the games that I didn't play, obviously. I was like, it has to be this one. Is that gonna be a mistake? I don't know. We're about to find out. Well, probably not. We're not about to find out, but we will see. We will see. As always with fun games, you can never know what's gonna happen. Camellia Tree, yeah. I was surely between this and Camellia Tree. Almost picked Camellia Tree for sure. Fucking Camellia. So, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when something gets mentioned a lot, I eventually, you know, fall to the temptation of trying it. And I don't want it to happen, but you never know. One of these days you might see me start a stream and be like, hey, how is it going? We are here with motherfucking Camellia 2. Hope everyone enjoys, but that's not gonna happen, don't worry about it. I don't think I'm that insane. Yet. But you know, as always, things can change pretty fast. And insanity is something that can escalate pretty quickly. You still didn't cap washing machine? I didn't even play washing machine in the first place. So English. In order to capture it, I would have needed to play it. Also, I wonder why picking up a random flower from the ground dissipates fog. Have you heard of the Adventure Fun Game Skill Rating Challenge thing? No, I haven't heard of it. You gotta understand that I'm not really that... I don't really follow any fan base. So I don't know. I don't even know news about Touhou, because a lot of people, and understandably so, associate me with Touhou. Like, I wouldn't even know. Well, I probably will know because of my chat, but I don't even know when it's the next Touhou game is supposed to release. The one that already got a demo out. I don't even know when that one is gonna release. So you want me to know? Yeah, I don't know what the skill rating is, but I'm assuming it's a game that you play and it tells you how good you are at this, right? Well, I mean, the name says it all. First Western DOCDL cleared. Is designed to be like the Savage MTN challenge. See, we already have a problem there, because I don't know what MTN is. So, you know, that's already an issue. Mountain? Mountain of shit? Damn. They are just cherry pick high rate fun games. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really interested in medleys either. I saw a couple of fun games that I kinda got interested at first, but then I saw they were medleys and I don't know. I mean, I feel like medleys are good if you play the original. So I know that that's probably not true because a lot of the original games where the medley takes things from are not even good, but might have some, you know, good stuff in it. But I still feel that none of the games are medleys. But you say that the games are cherry picked. Wait, so I don't... The problem here is that I already don't understand what mountain means. So that's the issue. Everything that is afterward probably doesn't make sense to me because of that. So we already... like... saying mountain is already a bad start. You mean those rocks that are pretty big? I mean, I know what a mountain is, but I don't think you mean those mountains, right? Those pointy things. Sometimes they have snow. Some other times they don't. But it depends on the season, I think. Well, my country on the west side is surrounded by mountains. It's pretty beautiful. I should probably visit them someday. But that will require going out of my house. And that's already a big problem. Yes. Also, isn't that star literally the iron thing that the Sherman army during World War II had? Worldwide. World War, not worldwide. The Iron Cross, I think it was called. Was like something to say that whoever had it was a big dick soldier or some shit like that. Oh, it breaks there. Why will I need that though? Do I need that? I don't think I... Wait. I think I'm seeing this wrong. Maybe I can actually jump here. Well, I mean I can, but I need the flower no matter what. Damn it. The K2 challenge only uses games from the medley. K2, the challenge sucks because most of the games are shit. This is just games that people think are good. So the challenge will only be good games. I see. Well, I don't know. For now, as I said, I want to stay away from suggestions and basically just pick whatever I feel that might be interesting to me. This is basically what came out of that decision. Well, you wanna use something that's not autumn? I mean... yeah, true. Sherman Shuriken. Man, see? That's what I mean. You have Riemann saying the Sherman Shuriken, and you also had Riemann 5 minutes ago calling me a weeb. So, see? That's what my viewers do. They project using me as an excuse. So they call me weeb just because they don't want to accept that they are. The reason the word mountain is used is because Camellia 2 is famous tall mountain, and I guess they were trying. Wait, is famous tall mountain? What does that mean? K2 is famous tall mountain. I feel like when someone talks to me about I wanna be the guy stuff, they speak English, but it feels like they are speaking another language. You're actually weird. I ain't projective shit, bitch. See? That aggressiveness is a giveaway. That aggressiveness is the giveaway of what I'm saying. It's the second highest mountain. It's named K2. Wait, there is a mountain named K2. I should suck at understanding. Nah, I don't think that's the case. See, the problem is using acronyms when I don't know what the acronym means. It's already something that, you know, it's not a good way to explain things. You can't really tell me that I suck at understanding when you literally say an acronym that I read for the first time and you expect me to understand what it means. Imagine if I talk to, you know, someone was studying about networking, and I was talking to them, and I will be like, well, here is the IP. It allows to identify the computer on a network. And yes, that's what it does, but what the fuck does it mean? Like, am I just gonna be like, oh, IP? Alright. I mean, if that's written, I might read it as MEEP. EEP. MEEP. Like the Road Runner. No, I will read it as EEP or something like that. Or IPE. And I will be like, oh, nice. Like Mount Everest. But is it really just called K2? Interesting. I didn't know that's a pretty basic name. Well, an abbreviation, I know, well, in this case, yes, it's an abbreviation. But my point still stands. Abbreviation or acronyms, things that I only read for the first time, is not gonna help me understand. Sounds like usual to me. They say Americans don't know geography. I mean, I'm a programmer. I don't need to know geography other than the basic stuff. I mean, why will it be useful to know what the second tallest mountain in the world is? I'm not gonna go climbing. So yeah, I don't know geography, but I don't think I need to. I mean, one thing is knowing what some country is located in, to properly understand the context of some historical events. Like, for example, knowing that China is next to Japan, and understand that, pretty much the reason why they, had such a shitty time in World War II is because, the Japanese were right there and they were doing whatever the fuck they wanted. So it helps to know that China is right next to Japan. Well, not literally next to, because Japan is an island, but I mean pretty close. It's useful so you can have intelligent conversations with other intelligent people. Alright, I'm gonna avoid to comment on that. I'm just gonna avoid commenting on that. But all I can say is that, yeah, it's just not that useful to me. The thing is, with a mindset like that, there is a lot of things that you probably don't know, and knowing them doesn't mean you are smarter or not. I mean, if I told you who was the person that freed most of the South American countries from outside intervention in the actually not in the mid-80s. That was in 1910. Yeah, no, I'm 18, not 19. Like, if I told you, or if I ask you who did that in the 19th century, you probably don't know that without Googling, which is fine, because why the fuck will you want to know that? Like, who gives a shit who did that? Nobody gives a shit. I know it, and so what? That doesn't make me smarter than you, or more intelligent. It just means that I know something you don't, and that's it. Thing is, knowing more things is not something that makes you smarter. There is a point to know it even if you don't use it every day. Yeah, I guess there is a point, but if you care about that stuff, in my case, for example, when it comes to geography, I don't really care about geography. I mean, as I said, I might care where the countries are located because it helps you understand a little bit the context in a lot of the conflicts that happen in the world throughout the, the history of humanity, right? But other than that, like, I'm not interested in geography, so to me, knowing what the second tallest mountain is completely useless. But it depends on your interests. Just like a lot of people will say, why the fuck will you want to know who is the, what was Tokyo's old name? It was called Edo. So what? Who gives a shit if it was called Edo or it was called this nut? But I care because I like Japan, or Japanese culture at least. I'm interested more than like. There are some things that I really don't like about Japanese culture, but I'm interested. It's an interesting topic to me. But like, tell that to anyone else that doesn't give a shit about Japan. who cares that Tokyo was called Edo? Right? So yeah, I will say it's useful, but only if you're interested. If you're not interested, it's completely useless. Obviously, if it's part of your shop, even if you're not interested, it is useful. So anyone that works on, you know, well, I don't know what shops use geography or how they are called, but if someone needs geography for their shops, then yes, it's gonna be important to them, even if they don't really care about it. Like, for example, I don't really care, I'm a programmer, right? And I don't really care about... Oops. Wow. I guess I didn't have to pick that flower. I'm a programmer, and for example, I don't really care about Python. Though I know that it will be useful to know how to code in Python, even though it's probably the same, incredibly similar as JavaScript with some, you know, syntax differences. So in that case, I don't care, but it will be useful because I'm a programmer. So if I knew Python, it will be a useful skill and a useful knowledge to have. But yeah. In case of the second tallest mountain, I can't really agree there. But you know, it's alright. After all, something being important or not is pretty subjective anyways. So wait, why did I do this? Oh, I have to pick both flowers? At the same time? Without dying? Well, that's gonna be tough. Oh, you get killed without jumping here, so you can jump off the ledge. Maybe it's some aligned kind of thing? Oh, it is! It is an aligned thing. So basically here you go left here and you can let yourself drop. Interesting. But not that one. Or maybe because I touched a geography teacher. No, I know that there are people that use geography in their shops. It's just that if you ask me the name of those shops in English, it's not something that I will be able to answer. But you know. Wait, it didn't work on that one? Why didn't it work on that one? Isn't it the exact same as the other ones? Apparently that last one is different. Don't know exactly why. I mean, shouldn't it be the same align? If there are 3 in a row, the align will be bad for one of them. Oh, I see. So that means that the align is only good on the first 2. But on the third one, it's trash. Okay. Oops. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard because I need to survive both of them. Well, not only survive both of them, but like I have to go back and forth. Yeah, thanks for the info about the tree. I guess we can call it the rule of 3. Well, that's because this game and most fun games move like each movement is 3 pixels. Like, is that what it is? Because I heard about something like that. Like, I think 1 square is like 16 pixels, and the slowest movement that you can do is 3 pixels. Yeah, it's 3 pixels until it hits a wall. So that's why when it hits a wall, they say that the align resets, because you kinda move 1 or 2 pixels. Each block is 32. Oh, I see. So 16 16 is the half of it, obviously. So I wonder, 16 I guess is the little square, like this is 16 and this is 32, right? Like basically this thing here, this platform is 32 and half of it is 16. Yeah, 32 horizontal and vertically, I see. You can do it. You can do it, Gabby. I really hope I can. A little square. Well, the real problem is this jump. That jump and probably the one that comes afterward. Well, the one that comes afterward I don't think so, but that one seems to be pretty evil. Oh, and I have to reset a line once I'm down there. Gotcha. Damn. You know, I gotta be honest. As much as I didn't like Not Another Needle game, I gotta be thankful that at least it teach me about a line in a pretty practical way. That's the important thing. I might not have liked the game as a whole, but it was an educational experience, and that's important because it seems like there are quite a lot of fun games that use alliance. Obviously, the hardest ones are the ones that probably make the most emphasis in alliance, but you know, it's still useful to know. You get the align and go back to the save without touching a wall, it will save your line. Yeah, I think that's also something that Not Another Needle game told me about. I just didn't remember. But yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah, you know, Not Another Needle game it's not a bad learning experience, but I really feel like it was a boring experience to me. But it definitely was useful to learn about Needle. Because obviously if I'm gonna be playing fun games, Needle is obviously gonna be there. Damn, I got hit by that. I obviously want to do both sides at least once so I know what exactly to do. Obviously, yes, the hard part is gonna be doing the two sides without dying, but I gotta make sure that I can do both sides before I try hard. So yeah, let's see. This one, like, you have to start jumping depending on the second's apple position. So here, and that works. I'm not that convinced. It seems a little bit tough to do. But let's see. Hopefully I still have this one. Fuck. Obviously, this one is way, or at least to me, this portion is way harder than the one on the left. So if I do this, I definitely think that I have to do this part first and then go with the other one. There we go. I kinda forgot how to do this one. Well, I can do it like that. Probably a better idea than how I was doing it before. Whew. So apparently this should get rid of the fog completely, damn. And even when the path is clear, it's still not gonna be easy to fall there without getting destroyed. I think I have to jump as soon as I pass the first spike, so I reset the gravity. So my chances of dying are lower. Woo. Okay, it's not over yet. And even here, it's still not over yet. Life. Ah, yes, life. I know how we went from fog to life, but hey, we are on life now. Oh, it has wall shumps. Oh, I don't like wall shumps. Wait, are these wall shumps? Oh, but they... Oh, okay, that's how... Okay. I always forget how they work. One up. Yeah. Sadly, this game doesn't have one-ups. I don't think I need to use the wall shumps to do this. I just fall here and keep falling. Okay, I do need to use the wall shump there probably. I'm wondering. I don't think I can fall. I don't think I can fall to the left, so I have to fall down, I'm pretty sure. And then probably go to the left from some other place. I have to hold the shump button here if I want to use that wall shump. I know that in the I Wanna Be the Guy community, I think you call this binds. Oh, speaking of binds, oh, let me deal with the frame drops. I'm getting some frame drops. Don't worry about it. That's the blessing of playing a fun game, that you don't need a high bitrate. As I always say, that's the best thing about fun games. Even if you have a shitty internet, you can still stream them. Mostly without issue. Unless your internet is the worst of the worst, in which case it's gonna be a problem, more likely. Yeah, it's my ISP, don't worry. Wait, oh, I'm dead. I see, I was like, what happened? Alright, but don't worry about it, it should be fine now. I mean, nothing is going on in the background and the movement is minimal, so it really doesn't matter if I use low bitrate for this. So yeah. Though sometimes even with low bitrate can go to the dumpster pretty quickly. I don't know, I think my internet has like some seasons, right? Like sometimes, as you've seen on all of these days, that, you know, like 1 month ago until today, well, not until today, until maybe some days ago, it worked perfectly. But now, it ain't working so perfectly at all. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Really don't know what's the deal. See, the thing is, I always say the same thing because I truly believe that that's their problem. But I think that what they do is a node is faulty, right? An internet node is faulty, and they don't fix it because they are lazy shitheads. So only like 1 month or 2 weeks, maybe it's more accurate to say, 2 weeks after the node has fallen, then they will fix it. Also, what the fuck are those eyes? I'm just noticing them. Man, are we gonna fight against eyes? Fuck. Keep dying there. And for some reason, I'm not really going as much to the left as I should be going. It's a little bit weird. And also, it's pretty interesting that the game hasn't had music since the beginning of the game. Only the first stage had music. And you know, it had the happy music just to make you feel that this was gonna be a happy experience. So it's pretty interesting. It's been having this environment sounds and, you know, things that make it, you know, look spooky, right? Or tense, I guess, more than spooky. But yeah. Damn, I guess I'm gonna decrease the bitrate further because this shit refuses to work at this bitrate too. Well, don't be surprised if all of the sudden the stream crashes. Hopefully it doesn't. You never know. It might happen. I wonder. Well, the good thing is that they let you practice here with a bind. So let's say that I already used my double jump. I can use it again, even if I jump from a bind. So you only keep your double jump if you didn't double jump before, which basically means that I have to, once I do that wall jump, I cannot use another jump to go to the save point, which might be a problem, honestly. Don't really know how that's gonna... Because obviously if I had a double jump, that would probably be pretty easy to do. But without having a double jump, it's an interesting one. Also, I wonder, hey Yannick, how has your Twitch experience been these last days? Because I know that last time you needed to use 160p. But is it still like that? Has it been fixed? Or how is it going? Because lately I also been having these problems, but I think it's mostly because of my ISP and not really Twitch. But then again, there is a lot of people that I see on the streams that I watch that are complaining about how, you know, they really can watch this in a... about the same, I see. Yeah, it seems like, I mean, in my case, I haven't been able to watch a single stream in more than 480p. You know, like since 3 or 4, well, no, probably not 3 months, but like 2 months ago, about when the epidemic started to happen. Well, the pandemic episode started happening. That's when I basically couldn't really watch anything in source, unless the source was like 1,000 bitrate. But you know, it's been impossible for me. Though it hasn't been on your level. Like, it hasn't gotten to the point where I can't watch anything unless it's 160p. But it's weird because I understand that, you know, the networks are collapsed and all of that. I understand. But I don't know. I really feel like they should have solved that by now. I mean, network being collapsed is something that you have to deal with, but a lot of other sites have not been working as bad as Twitch has been working. And the weird thing is that it's not the same for all people, right? For some people... Wait, what is this? Oh, infinite jump. For some people it's working great, and for some other people it's just working like complete shit. Like, for example, Yannick. So I think it really depends on the inches servers. Wait, can I shoot down this ice? I don't think so. But yeah, I think it has to do with which inches server you go. Though I was almost sure that inches servers only affected the streamer that uploaded the footage and not really the viewers. But that's something that I don't know, because obviously the viewers download the stream from some server, but I don't know if it's the same servers that you know, the streamers upload the content. Because obviously, for example, in my case, I use the Brazilian in chess server. However, someone from the USA obviously is not gonna use the Brazilian server. It's gonna use, you know, an American server. So my question is, are those servers that they use the in chess servers, or are they separate? Because I have no clue. I have no clue how Twitch works sometimes. And sometimes when I kinda understand, when I think I grasp the concept, it turns out to be a fluke. To not be what I think it is. It's pretty weird for sure. And sometimes shooting this thing works and sometimes it doesn't. I guess it's because sometimes I'm not even shooting at the right direction. That might be the case. Oh, you know, this is completely unrelated to anything I was saying, but yesterday I learned something pretty fucked up. Apparently, you know Punch Out for the NES. I know that this is something that is probably not news for any of you because it happened a long time ago, but I didn't know it. Like, basically the first Punch Out, again the one from the NES, most commonly known as Mike Tyson's Punch Out, well, in the Nintendo, in the, you know, the Switch, you have a program that if you're subscribed to the online subscription for the Switch, you can play NES games, or sometimes I think there are even SNES games there. And you know, Punch Out is there, but it doesn't have Mike Tyson in it. Like, the final boss, instead of being Mike Tyson, is some weird guy called Mr. Dream. And again, I know that that's probably not news for any of you. Well, probably many of you don't even give a shit. But, you know, I was like, damn. I mean, the whole point of that game is that you build up all of the game to be able to fight Mike Tyson at the game at the end, right? That's the whole point. And yet there is no Mike Tyson at the end. What's even the point? Oh, I'm supposed to go right, left. Jesus. So yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I'm like, this is really fucked up. Though it makes sense. I mean, for something that is probably not gonna give them any profit, I don't think Nintendo has any, like, there is no reason for Nintendo to pay Mike Tyson for the rights of using his name. After all, that's a game that was released so long ago that, you know, at this point there is not gonna be any profit from it. But it's still fucked up, because I know that there are some, I don't know how many, but there are some people that are actually fan of Punch Out as a saga, right? I think there aren't many of them, but there are some. So probably they wouldn't give less of a shit if Mike Tyson was in the game or not. But you know, for those who actually remember the game as Mike Tyson's Punch Out, it's a little bit shocking that they will basically remove the main attraction from the game. It's a little bit fucked up. But you know, Punch Out is more dead than DDP. Yeah, I think, in fact, there was someone, I remember in some forum, someone was like a complete Punch Out fanboy, and they were like always talking shit about Nintendo for not remembering that Punch Out exists. And when Little Mac was announced for Smash, they were like sucking Nintendo's nuts like there was no tomorrow. So yeah. Like, I understand that for those people, having Mike Tyson or not is probably like, who gives a shit, right? But for people that don't really care much about Punch Out, it's quite the opposite. It's like, why would I care about this if Mike Tyson ain't there? And I know that it's literally just a sprite change. Like, it's not like it changes the gameplay or anything like that, but you know, there is a difference in, you know, saying something like you defeated Mike Tyson to saying something like you defeated Mr. Dream. Who the fuck is Mr. Dream? At least couldn't you pick a less shitty name? Mr. Dream. What is that? So yeah, it's pretty funny. Mr. Dream. At least they could have gone with, you know, some... Even if they probably don't want to use the rights for any boxer, that's fine. But you can pick a better name and also a better design, a more interesting design. But no, just literally a normal ass dude, well, normal quote unquote, since it's, you know, as pretty muscular, to say the least. But you know, at least you could pick any other name that is not fucking Mr. Dream. Rule 63 Doremi. Maybe. Let me see if I can stream at a higher bitrate without getting chopped. I just wanna find out, because these days, even if this has been happening, it usually goes away, you know, for itself. Like, I don't do anything and it still goes away. And I think it went away. Yep, it went away. I'm using 4000 bitrate and it's working. Man, weird ass ISP with their weird ass problems. I will never understand you. Honestly, networking in general is so fucked up. I remember I was downloading an update on the PS4, and the update was basically going less than 800 kilobytes per second, right? So that's incredibly slow, in case someone is wondering. So basically a download that wasn't even that big was taking hours and hours to complete. So when I was about to give up and just turn off the console because I'm like, this isn't going anywhere, I decided to reset the download. Not even the router, the download. Like, just put cancel and then download it again. And it suddenly started downloading at almost full speed. And I'm like, why? Why will you need to reset a download for that to happen? I will understand resetting the router, but resetting the download? And especially because I will understand if it was some weird ass site that went to different servers that have nothing to do with each other. Like, there were different mirrors, right? And basically, if you press the download button, it picks one of those mirrors randomly. But we're talking about PlayStation Network, and I understand that PlayStation Network probably has different servers, yes. But, like, come on, bro, how is there gonna be so much difference after only resetting the download? If I had knew that since the beginning, I would have done it since the beginning. But it makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense because that's something that should be handled within PlayStation itself. Because what probably happened is that you choose a different server that isn't slow as shit, right? But that's something that the console itself should find out. Like, if the server that you're currently using is too busy, well, pick another one. Yourself. Like, do it yourself. Don't make me do it. But whatever. It is what it is. You know, it's PlayStation after all. What can you do? PlayStation is what it is. And sometimes when I think I can't get any more disappointed on PlayStation, I always end up getting more disappointed, somehow. But whatever. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Okay. Oh, come on! I touched the bubble. The barburu. What is up here? Well, it's probably gonna be important to know what's up here. Interestingly enough, these things don't let you double jump. See the platform that I'm standing on right now? I'm trying to double jump and I can only do a single jump. That's interesting. Obviously, you can go there with a double well, I wonder if you can. Maybe... Hey, is there an expert in chat? Can you tell me if this double jump is possible? I don't think it is, because otherwise the bubble wouldn't be there, but... I know that there are some double jumps that if you time them perfectly, they can be done, but I don't think this is one of them. I think this is perfectly done for you to not be able to do that jump. Oh, there is a save button there. Wait, is that save button? Is that save button an insta-give? Well, insta-give. Like, that save button is useless, right? Unless there is... No, there's probably something above. Yeah, no, it's probably not useless. Or at least I hope it's not useless, because if it's useless, we're gonna be having a problem. Just in case, I'm not gonna touch it until I know that there is something useful above. But yeah, I don't think that's a shibate. Because normally you will think that you can get to the left side where we started using that bubble, but I don't think you can. Come on. Ah, fuck. You probably are supposed to jump to the other side way sooner than I did. Oh, fuck. I don't know why these two platforms don't allow you to double jump. Why not? Maybe they have special properties. I mean, I understand that it's probably there just so the bubble doesn't pop. I understand that, but like, come on, bro. Why cannot I double jump? Because that's something that even those platforms that you can go through, not even those platforms do this to you. That has to be such a precise jump, because you can do a double jump as far as I know. Actually, we can see that right here. Okay, let me see this. Though, I don't think I can see it here. Because I think here I have to double jump no matter what. Yeah, never mind. Oh, but I can do this. Man, the camera changed. Oh, never mind. I'm here. Okay, you are supposed to go up. Nice. Oh, Danmaku? Alright. Bring it on, bitches. Want a Danmaku competition? You picked the wrong foe. I almost done it. I just didn't know that there was a use hyper. Nah, only a scrub will use hyper in a pattern like this. Come on, Riemann, you should know better. Oh, there is more Danmaku, huh? Okay. It's an interestingly set up stage, because everything is condensed in like a little area, but at the same time there is a lot to travel. This is something that a lot of fun games don't do, but it does add a pretty nice effect of, like, you know, a nice effect that the world... Oh, that was a fucking jumpscare. That was a jumpscare. I actually got scared. Come on, you can't do that. That shit's scary. That should have counted as a jumpscare. Damn. And some of you wonder why I don't play horror games. Oh, okay. There's another bubble that I need to summon here. Nice. Alright. We're doing it pretty well. I think that's something that... I know that this is a complete different case, but that's something that a lot of people like to celebrate about Dark Souls. Dark Souls is a game that makes you feel that the world is all connected together. Like, it makes you believe in the world that it presents to you. Like, it's a world and it's not just a lot of screens put together. And this is also making me believe that. What I'm trying to say is that the effort in this game is pretty... It's amazing. So far. I usually don't like to give early impressions because I might regret them later, but so far this game has shown me that it has effort. And that's something that I truly appreciate a lot when it comes to games in general, and obviously in this case fun games, because, you know, usually games in general do have effort put into them, but because there is also money put into them. But since this is, you know, like the equivalent of a Doshin game, you know, the effort part is important because there is no money in it. And I gotta say that so far the game definitely is showing me that there is effort. A lot of it. So I deeply appreciate that. Fuck. So I have to shoot that and then do the wall jump. You know, that's also something that when you think about it, not the effort part, well, yeah, the effort part also, but I mean, the part where the world is all connected is also a sensation that I wanna be the guy gives you. Like, all the world is connected with itself, right? Obviously the game also has a lot of effort, but to give that sensation of connection between the different screens, that's something that I don't think it's easy to achieve. So yeah, props. Ah, fuck. I have to jump right from the tip of the bubble before it bursts. Alright. I'm incredibly curious what Yami and Draynor think of this game. The problem is that what they might or might not think of this game might be a spoiler or not. So that's why I wouldn't want to insist. But, you know, I'm curious nonetheless what they think of this game. Maybe when I'm done with it, they will tell me what they think. Because I expected them to be like, oh shit, you're playing this game? For better or for worse, right? But they have been pretty silent about it. Never played it? Oh, I guess that explains why. Heard of Maker? Yeah, who made this game is called Nogard, which made a lot of other games. And it's apparently known within the community. Obviously, I don't know because I'm not even wouldn't consider myself part of the community. I'm just as Simu said the other day, a visitor, a tourist. Well, visitor, tourist is almost the same thing. So yeah, apparently he is a known figure. I really wonder what Draynor thinks of it, because I remember before I actually decided to make this one the game I play, I remember someone mentioning this game, because maybe it's just my imagination, but I think someone came to my chat at some point and mentioned Domu. I think it was Thundit, but I don't remember. But like, I feel like this is not the first time that I hear the name of this game. Like, it's not the first time that I read Domu. So probably someone already told me about it, but I forgot. But if someone told me about it, I can definitely see why. I can definitely see why. And I know it has the, obviously the edgy, well, the edgy, like the dark atmosphere and everything. I will appreciate a little bit of music. Because, you know, you can make dark music that is melodic enough to, well, have a melody. Yeah, that's pretty redundant, but I mean, you know, a tourist. But, like, for example, in Touhou 7 there is a lot of pretty depressing tracks that have a melody, and they are pretty loud as well. Like basically stage 2 boss, stage 1 theme. What else? Well, stage 5 theme is more like a calm atmosphere, not really dark. But yeah, you know, I gotta say that Touhou 17 has a pretty interesting soundtrack. Probably one of the most unique in Touhou. I'm not saying that it's the best, it's just that it's pretty unique. And a lot of people are not really fans of that OST, myself included, by the way. But I do understand that some of the themes are definitely a welcome change to Touhou that usually has more happy or upbeat melodies, right? But then in Yeah, in Touhou 17 you have something like the stage 2 boss theme. That is like probably one of the most depressing boss themes that Touhou has. Well, other than Parsi. I guess Parsi takes the cake there, but you know. Actually, not depressing in the same way as Parsi's theme is depressing. Parsi's theme is depressing because it's sad. Urumi, which is the stage 2 boss of Touhou 17, it's depressive but because it's dark. Like it's supposed to be kinda evil, not in the sense that it's sad. It's like it represents death. Well, death is depressing and a lot of times sad, but you know, for the most part, it's more about the fear than the sadness, right? I mean, the game already opens up with a pretty, well, kinda depressive theme, which is the stage 1 theme. I wouldn't really call it incredibly depressive, but it's a little bit like, you know. Wait. Oh shit! Oh! Hello! Who are you? Oh, I have to go up there? Yeah, I have to go up there. Uh-oh. He did not appreciate that. Okina's themes are most of the time filled with despair and tragedy. And of course we have Bravi coming here talking about Okina. Not unexpected, but, you know. Didn't even know he was listening. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, Bravi really likes Okina. How much is that? 10%? That looks like 10% damage. Or... well, no, if it's divided by 4... yeah, it is 10% because it's 20. No. It's 12.5%. It's 12.5 because every bit is 25. Okay. Since it's divided by 4. Well, almost 10%. Almost. A little bit. Gonna know why I like this character. I mean, not really. You can like a character for not a pretty deep reason. I mean, if I had a lot of other characters that are my favorite, Nue could be pretty close to being my favorite for only one reason. Now you know what reason that is. So you know, you don't need a deep reason to like a character. Should I talk about Shinki's theme? No. I appreciate the thought. Oh, you can hit him twice. You can hit him twice. If you don't die, that is. Oh, that worked, nice. Fuck. MSOST is kinda Shin Megami Tensei, damn. If you wanted to hide that you all were fanboys of what you are mentioning, you will be doing a bad job. But thankfully you're not hiding it. Yes, Riemann, as you can see, it's a pretty big Shinki and Shin Megami Tensei fan. Oh yeah. Because, you know, I personally think that if I don't mention that I'm a big Suwako fan, most people wouldn't know, because I don't really mention Suwako that much. I mean, obviously when I played Mountain of Fate the other day, I made sure you know that Suwako is my favorite character, but usually I don't mention her, so you wouldn't know what my favorite character is unless you ask me directly. But with these guys, you can instantly know. Tohu 16 is bootleg Daiyosho. Yeah, and also, to make things even worse, a Dodonpachi fanboy. Can you imagine that? It's like being a Touhou fan and I wanna be the game fan at the same time. Oh. Actually. Oh, I say 16. I meant to say 17. It's just that sometimes I mix numbers. You know, it might not look like it, but sometimes when you learn a language that is not your native, having the numbers, like learning the numbers and assimilating them in a way that you can read them when you actually see the number, it's a little bit hard. So sometimes when it comes to the numbers that are in the range between 10 and 12, so basically 11, 12, 13 and all of that, I usually mix them up. Because, you know, I don't know why. In every language, the numbers between 10 and 12 are special. Why are they special? It makes no sense. Because it happens in English, it happens in Spanish, it happens, I'm pretty sure, in Italian. Like, why? Why can't you say something like, if I wanted to say 12, why cannot I say 22, right? 22, right? Why is that not a thing? Yeah, I guess it can be confused with 22, but still, it's such a pain in the ass to learn from 10 to 12 because they are special for no reason. It's like, why? You do something like this in Russian? Yeah, and most of the languages have that. The numbers from 10 to 20 are special, while everything after 20 is usually followed by a rule. By a, you know, a specific rule that doesn't change. But it's a little bit weird. It's like, why do you do this? Why can't this be normal numbers too? Why do they want a special treatment? Just because they follow 10? Motherfuckers. Who cares about 10? 10 is a bitch anyways. I mean, you say, oh, so in Russian it's not that way. So in Russian you do say 10-2 in the Russian equivalent. I see. Interesting to know. Yeah, that's the way it should be. There is no reason why those numbers deserve a special treatment. They are the same as any other number. Except that in 11-19 you say one word unlike other numbers. Oh! The English people used to count up to 12. Yeah, I also have the theory that the reason why the numbers up to 20 are special is because, you know, people didn't need more numbers than that. I could understand that, but you know, How many years it's been since that? Like, come on, bro. If you can change a lot of other words, why can't you change numbers? After 12 it goes teen. Yeah, but even those that go teen are special. There is no reason to say teen. Why don't you say T? Like any other. Why aren't you like... well, as I said, instead of being 13, just make 23 or something like that. I know it sounds stupid. I understand that it sounds stupid, but why does it sound stupid? Because it's not the way it is. If that was the norm, it wouldn't sound stupid anymore. It's more like 2 on 10. I see. The overall 30. No, it will be no. In that case, as I say, it will be 23. You will use 10 just like you use 30, or you could use another one because 30 also like starts from the fact that, well, at least I think that it starts from the fact that the third position is third, so that's the reason why it's pronounced 30. I think I am talking about the number 30, but I feel like the numbers in between 10 and 12 should follow the same rule. If you don't want to call it 10T because it sounds too similar to 20, maybe you could use another definition. But all I'm asking is that it's, it follows a rule, which is something that English usually doesn't do. English doesn't really know how to follow its own rules. Also, I just noticed that instead of being greedy, trying to hit this guy once is the best way to kill him. Being greedy isn't really that smart in this fight. Well, who would have known that greed was not a good thing, right? Okay, maybe that attack is a little bit dangerous. Ooh, that was pretty close. Man, can you stop switching sides like an asshole? I will appreciate it. I'm gonna fucking hit you twice now, fuck you. Are you switching sides? No, okay, so you should be dead if I don't fuck it up. And you are. Shishis, I didn't even know your name. But shishis anyways. I wonder if there's anything at the left side. Nope. So I guess we have to go down. Nice. Oh, and we're back to the beginning, and as you can see, the left side got sealed. So we basically complete the left side. There is only down and right remaining. I wonder if I should go down or right first. I'm gonna go down. Hell? No, wait, maybe we don't want to go to hell yet. Well, I mean, I know that we are gonna go there at some point, but I don't think I'm ready yet. In French they sound the same from 17 to 19. Dit sept, dit huit, and dit neuf. Maybe they used to count up to 16, counting up by series of 12 would have been useful. You can divide by 3 or more. Yeah, you can divide by 3, 4, and 6. It is useful. Oh! I don't know why I expected there, but... Yeah, welcome to hell. I wonder if we're gonna find Hekatia here. That will be amazing. I don't know when this game released, okay? I really don't know when this game was released. but it will be amazing if it had Hecatia. Will be a pretty welcome surprise, but I'm pretty sure this game was released way before LOL-K. So this eye awakens and fucks my shit up. Now the problem is... Wait. Oh, you have infinite jump when you are on this air current. You can divide by 5. Yeah, you can divide by 5. I mean, obviously... Well, if you want to find a number that can be divided by most of the first numbers, like that, it will be... Wait. That's an interesting thing. What is the smallest number that can be divided by the most of the first 9 numbers? Well, I mean, from 2 to 9, that's what I mean. Which will it be? It will obviously have to be a number that either ends in 5 or 0. I mean... It will probably have to end on 0 if you want to make it divided by 2, obviously. Yeah, an even number, it can't end in 5 either. The first one that comes to my mind is 90. It can be divided by 2, 3, 5, 6, and 9. That's 5 numbers. But there's probably a better one. Though I don't know which one. Well, I know that there are obviously a lot of mathematical calculations, but it took me some time to realize the meaning behind the legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. It's because of Shunko's son. Damn. Shunko's son, huh? I mean, Shunko's son could pretty much be a character in Touhou. I mean, how many dead characters have Touhou anyways? He could pretty much become a character. Uh-oh. Fuck. It's also Houyi's son. Yeah, but Houyi doesn't appear in Touhou as far as I know. It's because you can play on Lunatic difficulty plus Legacy mode. Yeah, you can. A special emphasis in can. Not that you should. It's related to the plot of the game. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure he's also dead, just like his son. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, well, according to some of the stories, Shunko supposedly murdered him in revenge, but I'm not sure. And obviously her idea was to murder both him and Chang'e, but Chang'e escaped. Yeah, I know about... Yeah, that's the whole reason why the whole rivalry started. Fuck. That eye is gonna be a problem. Okay, waiting for the eye, I don't think it has any benefit. Oh, get fucked, bitch! And there is another eye, by the way. Chang'e is immortal. Yeah, you know who also is immortal? Well, definitely not the guy, cause he's fucking dying a lot. Though, when you think about it, the guy is immortal, because no matter how many times he dies, he always comes back. Ooh, someone is discussing lore? Oh shit, this is gonna be great. We have some lore discussion in chat from Toho. It is gonna be beautiful. I will grab popcorns if my hands weren't busy. I know, Yannick. This is gonna be exciting. Though, if you ask my opinion, I prefer when there is waifu wars. And sadly, there are no waifu wars in my chat. Nobody's talking shit about other people's waifus. I would love to see that, because that's incredibly fun. But sadly, I don't see that too often. What will also be pretty fun will be power level discussions, which is kind of what's happening right now, in a way. But yeah, those are the most fun. Your waifu is trash. Hey, I don't even have a character that I can consider my waifu, so basically I have no trash. Wait, where am I supposed to jump here? Here? Clone piece is best. Leave it to Toho players to say that their waifu is the one that looks like a fucking kid. I mean, what? No waifu trash confirmed. It's pretty funny because it's not uncommon to hear a lot of people say that Cerno is their waifu. Cerno is literally one of those characters that looks the most like a kid in Toho. I mean, you can make the argument that most of the characters are made to look young, but you know, you have characters like Kanako that even if they might look pretty young in the official portrait, it's pretty clear that they are supposed to look like pretty tall and imposing characters, right? A lot of people go for Cerno. It's like, I mean, I could say Cerno is cool. I could say Cerno is, you know, has a good design, it has an interesting power, the Danmaku is nice, but Cerno is my wife. I won't judge though. It's not like I haven't seen more degenerate things like that. Cerno is nice and cool. And then you have people like that that do ice puns. What you're seeing right now, the screen that you're seeing right now, this is where all of you, and I include myself there, where all of us are gonna go. And you know it. That's the place that awaits us. So I hope you're ready. Nice puns. Yeah, you will need a lot of ice for when we arrive here. That's for sure. That is no place for pacifists. I don't know. I don't know if there is no place for pacifists. But yeah. You know, sometimes it's pretty interesting. Even though I'm obviously, well, if you don't know, let me tell you, I'm one of those people that don't believe in the afterlife at all, right? Like, I don't believe there is any kind of afterlife. Like, I think that's just something that belongs in fiction, but obviously I do respect people that do believe in afterlife. I just personally don't believe in it. However, it's pretty fun to kinda imagine what will happen if hell or heaven, I guess, existed, right? Like, if you went to hell, how will it be? Like, how will it feel? And does it have different levels? Like Dante tells you? Like, depending on how much of a sinner you are, you go to a different level. Like, sometimes it's pretty interesting to imagine. And kinda also to self-reflect too. Timing out bosses means that you're too bad to shoot them down. Yeah. I sin so much that after life I'll get to Russia. Yeah. Man, I don't know. Russia is definitely... I know that it might not be... It probably might not be a really good place to live, but I'm so interested in Russia and Slavic countries in general, right? Because, you know, it's like... I don't know how accurate I am for saying this. I'm probably not that accurate, but it's like a mixture between Asia and Europe. I mean, basically Russia goes... It's in the middle of both, so I think the way they do things, including the alphabet, the Cyrillic alphabet that they have, well, honestly, the Cyrillic alphabet that they have is probably more similar to the Latin languages than it is to most Asian languages, but it's still interesting. We had a lore war, almost had a waifu war. No, Gabby wants a religious war. What you mean a religious war? Oh, because of hell. Well, you don't have to be religious to believe in hell. That's something that I always like to differentiate. You can have beliefs without being part of a religion. Like, for example, you can believe in God, like, you know, having... For example, the Christian God, right? Just to give you an example. You can believe in that without calling yourself Christian, in the sense that you don't need to feel yourself part of a religion just because you have the beliefs of that religion. Because maybe you believe in God and everything, but you don't go to church. Like, you don't give a shit about church. You don't give a shit about the different... ceremonies that are celebrated, and that's fine because you can still believe in that without being a part of that religion. But you know, obviously you can do both too. If you can believe in something and also be part of the religion in a more fundamental way. So if you're a Christian practitioner, like, well, I don't know if that's the word for that, but maybe you will go to church or try to confess your sins to a priest or things like that. That's fine too. I feel like sometimes it's interesting to differentiate between religion and beliefs. Wow, that was insane. Oh, and it's still going? No, dude, are you serious? And that jump at the end, are you shitting me? Are you making me do all of that? Okay. Play shooting ups like an Asian. Yeah. You can also punch a girl without calling yourself a Shin Megami Tensei fan. Someone has been streaming Rosencrustile today. And why do you say Moncas? What's the problem with Rosencrustilet? Is that a problem? Are you being a Rosencrustilet bigot? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What you have to do? Wait, I don't understand. Is there a problem with streaming Rosencrustilet? Because I did that. Is Rosencrustilet not allowed to be streamed? That's not it. Oh, so it's basically just the rambling of a stoner. I see. Don't mind me then. Don't mind me. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Oh, speaking of ramblings of a stoner, today there was a guy that for some reason it was in the middle of the street singing like he was, I don't know, some famous singer, or that people gave a shit about what he was singing about. Like, damn, some people have already gone insane. Which is not surprising, but I mean, Jesus, it really makes you think. Moncas about what you have to do to get to the next checkpoint. Oh, I see. So they were different. So they were different things. They weren't related. Speaking of that, yesterday we were talking about Gensokyo Defenders, and you will be like, huh, maybe I should buy that game. No, you know what game you should buy? Rosencrustilet. That's a game that you should buy. That game is amazing. Rosencrustilet is an amazing game. I really have pretty fond memories of it. It was an amazing game. I know that I'm a Mega Man fan and everything, but even without being a Mega Man fan, that game was so beautiful in every way. Gameplay wise, character wise, story wise. It really was like one of those games that I'm pretty sure you can recommend to anyone and they will definitely enjoy. Also, what the fuck am I supposed to do in this pattern? Like, my question is, when should I have to jump? I feel like I have to jump right when the two fireballs are going up. The problem is that that happens right at the beginning. Maybe that's intentional, so I have to dodge the ice, because I don't think I can do it otherwise. I don't feel like playing platformers. Yeah, fair enough. Obviously, if you don't want to play platformers, then yeah, playing Rosencrustilet is a pretty bad idea. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely one of those games that has everything positive. Everything about it, I feel it's positive. Even the options. Like, for a game like that is kind of like a Doshin game, having the options that it has, like the fact that you can change the frame rate, you can change the controls, you can change the resolution, you will be like, yeah, no shit, that's a standard. Yeah, but it's not a standard in Doshin games, that's the thing. It's not something that you will expect from a Doshin game. So the fact that a Doshin game has that is pretty surprising. I can see it being a nice platformer. Yeah, for sure. And you know, the best way to... It's pretty easy to bait a Toho player to play that game. Because you know that character that is supposed to be a Flandre reference, That character is perfect for Touhou players because it's their type. It's basically the type of the average Touhou player. Basically looks and behaves like a kid, it's barely dressed, and it also shots Danmaku, and it has a high-pitched voice. It's the perfect thing for the average Touhou player. So yeah. And now you understand why Touhou players are gonna end up here, right? Here, what you're seeing on the screen right now. Flandre bait. Yeah, I mean, and what better way to bait Touhou fans than with Flandre, right? It's like the best character to do the bait. So yeah, it's the perfect Dishon character. Alright, so here's the thing. Maybe I shouldn't even wait. Maybe waiting is a problem. Well, I can bait this ice without much trouble. Oops, maybe not without much trouble. Especially for baiting secondaries that don't play shoot'em. Yeah, that could be a good idea. One of the couple best for milking. What do you mean one of the couple? What will be the other one? What, will it be the one with the swimsuit? Is that the other one that is the best for milking? Or are you talking about Touhou characters? So I don't know if you're talking about the Rosenkrustilet character or Touhou characters here. Because I mean, honestly, you could bait the average Touhou fan with any Rosenkrustilet character. It doesn't have to be that one. I can't jump as soon as I see that, so I have to bait the ice. Seems like that's what I have to do. Fuck. Maybe what Yami is trying to say is that the Scarlet Sister are the best couple for milking Touhou fans. Because if that's what you say, then yes, it is indeed. Yes, yeah. The other one being the Komeishi sisters. Too lazy to answer your question. So that explains why a lot of times that I ask Yami something, it's not like Yami's not here. He is here, but he's such a lazy fuck that he can't be bothered to type the answer in chat. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. He means boss milking at score run. Oh, yeah, that's definitely what Yami meant. Yami was definitely meaning to share scoring strategies. Yami is the #1 scoring player. Yeah. Those are really the best sisters that you can use to milk Touhou fans. The Scarlet Sister and the Komeishi sisters. They are definitely the best to milk Touhou fans. Especially if you are degenerate enough to have romantic hints. Because, you know, Touhou fans are... There we go, by the way. Touhou fans are pretty greedy. they don't really think it's enough for both sisters to be cute. No, 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 that's not enough. They also have to be romantically attached, even though it's literal incest because they are blood-related sisters. They are not stepsisters. So it's pretty funny. See, and now for all of those that had doubts why Toho fans belong in this area right here, now you understand, right? Now you understand. Wow, that was a save? Why would that be a save? That was... I mean, sure. I don't mind. Well, I guess this save was supposed to be here, but maybe the other save is the one that they probably moved. Maybe that save that you see on that screen was not supposed to be there. So probably they added there so you don't have to reset all that shit. Maybe this one was here from the beginning. I see you. Yeah, that will make sense. Alright. That was pretty nice. Damn, this fucking asshole is gonna be a problem. Of course he is. But yeah. By the way, when I talk shit about Toho players, I don't want you to think that I'm excluding myself there. No, I am including myself in that group. Don't think that when I say Toho players belong in hell, I'm excluding myself. No. I'm also there in that group. So, if it makes you feel better, or maybe it will make you feel worse, but you know. If you're a Toho player, you're gonna be seeing me there. Creep? Oh fuck, the game is self-aware. Oh, the game is self-aware. The game just called me a creep. It's fucking self-aware. God damn it. Oh, I knew I had to keep. I had to pick this game. Nice. That was pretty nice. Creep. Nice. Perfect timing. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's pretty much a pretty good way to describe your average Toho player. The perfect word. The game knows. The game definitely knows. Wait, speaking of knowing, how the fuck do I do this jump? Has to be pretty precise, but... Ooh, there we go. I don't think... Yeah. Oh, almost got it. Almost. Huh. And Bravi mentioning Creeper, it really reminds me of well, obviously it reminds me of Minecraft. And it's been so long since I played that game. I really want to play it one of these days. Again, you know that when I say one of these days, I usually mean like in a couple months or maybe more. But you know, it will be interesting to play that game again. Modded Minecraft Coop streams. Oh, co-op, not Coop. Coop the Tat. Coup the Tat streams. Ah, too soon. Yeah. Though no, I honestly am one of those people that don't like modded Minecraft unless the only difference is the shaders, like you know, to make everything look better. But I don't like when they add stuff that affects gameplay to the game because I feel that vanilla Minecraft already has a shit ton of things. Obviously, if you are one of those Minecraft fans that has beat the game in every way possible, yeah, mods are a pretty good way to get out of the monotony, right? But you know, I still prefer vanilla. You know. Now, as much as I joke about creep and everything, what is creep supposed to mean here? Because I'm pretty sure creep is, you know, I don't think you use that to describe a place or a thing. Isn't creep an adjective? I don't think creep can be used as a noun. Well, no, it can be used as a noun, but that noun usually refers to a person. So, how could creep be associated with a place? Yeah, I guess you could say the place is creepy, but you will just call it creepy then, right? I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. Yeah, I know, Yami, you are too lazy to answer. Don't worry about it. You don't need to answer. Even though you are the only native English speaker here. Hey, don't worry about it. No pressure. That's pretty funny though, because all of the people that are right here in chat, including myself, both of us have literally different native language. Like we don't share it. None of the people that are present here, well, I mean, at least the ones that I see in chat, like Yanni with Portuguese, Riemann with Russian, Bravi with French, me with Spanish, and obviously Yami with English. Man, Riemann already calling me a bitch? Come on, bro. See, that if there's something that I know what it means in Russian, it's definitely that word. It's definitely a word that I don't need a translation for. Well, maybe the second one, but maybe I don't know. Also, that reminds me of something, because in my case it usually is not the case, and I feel like for a lot of people it's also not the case. But do you listen to Russian songs, Riemann? Like, do you listen to songs in Russian made by Russian people? There is another meaning for creep as a noun, but I can't remember exactly. Something like poison. Oh, I guess in that case it will be fitting, because this kind of looks like a spider nest or some shit like that. Okay, probably. Nice. Yeah, this is a spider nest. Sometimes. I see. Oh fuck! Man, you can't do something like that without a heart attack warning. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's creepy. That's pretty creepy. That's for sure. Yeah, mama. I wonder what's the trigger. They seem to be trigger for everything. I can. Maybe you want me to shoot them down? No, they are not enemies. Yeah, when I think about it, I don't really listen to Spanish songs at all. Oh, you can double jump? Is that the idea? Double jump is not allowed. That's a weird... Okay. That's a weird condition, but sure. Obviously, there is gonna be a point where I have to double jump, which might come soon enough. Actually, no. Since the cobweb is right there, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do most of this without double jumping. The problem is that this shit is gonna kill me, right? Yes, it is gonna kill me. And it seems like they spawn on every direction to them. They just keep fucking going. Eternal Arrowhead Meek. Yeah, I wish I could use bomb here, but I can't. There is a bunch of good Russian metal stuff. You know, remember when I link in my Discord some guys that were doing drum and bass and they were like dressing like traditional, you know, well, I don't know what kind of dress it was, but it was like, you know, the farmers, right? Like they were dressed like farmers and it was a drum and bass. Yeah, I don't know if it was... Yeah, I guess it will be Slavic. Well, maybe it was traditional Slavic. Yeah, maybe it was. And they were singing drum and bass. Do you also listen to that? Because that's amazing. That shit is simply amazing. I remember the first time that I listened to that and I was like, Jesus. That's pretty nice. I don't even remember how the group is called because it's so... I mean, I don't even know how it's called in Russian, because I obviously can't read Russian, but it's pretty nice. Sometimes, yeah, I know. I think they are called Techno Druid, but I don't know if that's an accurate translation or not. Techno Druid. What do you want me to do here? Oh, that jump? You want me to do this jump? You really want me to do this jump? Oh, okay. I guess you can do it. Technogachi, no, I believe that's not how it's called. I'm assuming I don't have to jump up there, even though I might be able to get away with it. Ah, fuck it. Oh, damn it. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do anyways, but... There is also a band called Infernal Fog. Damn. There is also a band that I also, you know, funnily enough, I learned about Techno Druid from Osu. As much as it pains me to admit it, yes, I know about that band because of Osu. But they are playing alco metal. The fuck is alco metal? I don't know what alco metal is supposed to mean. Alco metal, that's the first time I hear that term. Nice. Okay, so now I can do this with double jumps, I think. Or at least I hope. I mean, the save is right there. I could have probably triggered them and saved without trouble. Probably. I'm curious. Is there some kind of secret if I do this? No, of course there's not. Now they obviously respawn. I'm gonna link it to Discord. Alright. Fine by me. Is this gate doable? I don't think that gate is doable. Well, only the pros might be able to tell me. But you know, there is also another band that I knew because of Osu, that is also Russian, and it's pretty popular in Osu because one of the maps has been done to that. I don't know if you know it, but I think that they are called, I don't know if it's pronounced Evanko or Yevanko. I don't even know if they are a popular band. I don't think they are even popular. But I like how they sound. The problem is that the lyrics are so fucking... You know, I don't mind lyrics being sexual, but holy shit, they go overboard. Yeah, Banco. That band. I mean, in Osu they are mostly known by a song called Lyoshka, which is supposed to be a guy, and it's so degenerate that I don't even want to say it. But long story short, it's basically a guy that was about to fuck a girl and he got soft and he couldn't. Yeah, sorry. I know that that's pretty decent, but you know. It is what the song says. I didn't invent the song, sorry. It's this guy with song about fucking with dogs. Wow, I didn't know about that one. Damn, so they are pretty hardcore. Alright, okay, that's how it's gonna be. It's pretty interesting because when you listen to the melody and you don't know Russian, you are like, damn, this is a pretty nice song. You know, I like it. This is definitely something that I will listen to. But then, when you see the translation, I can't imagine myself knowing Russian and listening to that song, like, without laughing. Because it's like so... It's not just a little bit sexual. It's pretty much the whole point of it. Being completely sexual. And it goes overboard with it, as I say. But it's pretty funny. Various fuck up stuff is best stuff about songs like this. You know, if you listen to the song, like the chorus, you are like, damn, this is a pretty catchy 90s song, right? Like this is something that you will hear in the disco in a 90s song or whatever, right? And then you read that the chorus literally say, Lyoshka, you fuck it up, like you were about to fuck her and you couldn't finish it, and I'm like, wow, this beautiful chorus is saying this. Oh fuck, the double jump. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I guess the best song are the most fucked up. You're probably gonna have same opinion about alco metal. I don't know. I don't even know what alco is supposed to stand for. I know that it's probably an abbreviation. But you know what I think about abbreviations and acronyms that I don't know about. But yeah. But you know, at least the it's for alcohol. Okay. Alcohol. How can you mix metal with alcohol? So basically doing metal while you're drunk, or doing metal that talks about alcohol. Wow, what was that? Oh, fuck you. The good thing is that the band that I mentioned earlier, Techno Druid, that does drum and bass, it apparently has, you know, more family-friendly lyrics. In fact, the song that I remember the most, that I don't even know how it's called, but it's pretty much about stomping on grass. Like stomping on grass dancing. So it doesn't have anything fucked up. Unless stomping on grass is considered a bad offense in Russia. Yeah, it's probably called like that. Yeah, for sure. You say it in one word. Yeah, I mean, that will be useful to know if I knew how the fuck to pronounce it in the first place, you know? It will be pretty useful. All I know about that song is that the chorus basically says, I mean, that this is the part that it's supposed to. Yeah, that word is in the chorus. They say "nado pole priptotat" or something like that, which I think it means stomp on the grass. I think. So yeah, that's one of the things that I can pronounce in Russian. Probably the only one. Well, yeah, and obviously suka, but you know. You don't need to be Russian to be able to pronounce that one. Ooh, fuck, I almost double jumped. Ouch. I don't even know what happened there. Sadly, I can probably get away with double jump there, but I have to be pretty fast. Sadly. So the song, you're telling me that the song is called Pripped of That. So at least I can Google it in, you know, with Latin characters. Because, you know, I don't have the Russian language pack downloaded on my PC. So, and even if I have it downloaded, I don't think typing it out is gonna be a useful thing to do. That's so fucked up. I don't know what that spike rises like that if it can hurt you, I think. Unless you do a specific movement. You need Russian keyboard too. Oh, that's not a problem. I can choose, you know, have some stickers in my keyboard and that's it. I mean, after all, my arrow keys are like the down arrow is completely gone. The up arrow is almost gone. The seed and the edge key are pretty wasted too. So I don't think putting some stickers is gonna be a problem in this beautiful $3 keyboard that I'm using right now. So yeah. If anything, I think that this keyboard is the chosen one for having stickers like that. Though that's a positive thing, you know, if you want to type in Japanese, most Japanese people type as if they were writing in Romaji, right? So if you want to type something like, I don't know, Nippon, you type the N, the I, the P, the other P, the O, and the N in the keyboard, and eventually what appears in the screen it's Nippon with kanjis. There is also keyboards that have the hiragana alphabet right there instead of having the Latin alphabet. But you know, most people, as far as I know, even Japanese people, they use the one that has the Latin letters. So that's pretty nice because you don't have to invest in anything more to be able to type properly in Japanese. And since most of us that try to learn Japanese probably come from, you know, from the Latin alphabet anyways, it shouldn't even be a problem. I've double jumped for no reason. But yeah. It's pretty interesting how complex the typing method for Japanese is. It's complex not probably for the person that is writing, but complex for the computer. Because basically you have to turn every input into a symbol, and then those symbols, those hiragana that you write, those are turned into kanjis. And all of those kanjis, obviously, they have to pick them up from a dictionary. So typing in Japanese, it might not be that complex for a person to do it, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty complex for a computer to do it. Not to even mention to be able to store that in, you know, some database. Wanna survive against spikes? Don't worry. We're not doing that bad of a job. Surviving spikes, I think. Not that bad. Could be better. We probably could be doing better, but you know, I'm a noob when it comes to fun games. So don't worry about it. Just take it easy. I'm kinda surprised that the spider web, the spider string doesn't kill you. Because usually in fun games everything kills you. Can kill spiders by jumping on them? Of course not. I also can kill spiders by jumping on them. You know, I know that this might sound gruesome to people that like animals, including insects, but the only way for me to kill a spider that I'm stomping on is not only stomp on them, but also move my feet while they are stomped. Yes, I know that's gruesome. And I know that if you like spiders, that might not be something you want to picture in your mind. But if you only step on them, a lot of times they survive. Motherfuckers. You know how many times I stepped on a spider, and when I, you know, raised my feet, they were still there. And I'm like, come on, bro, I literally stepped on you and you're still alive. Cruel. I mean, I understand. From the perspective of someone that likes insects, I understand that what I should say is cruel. But you gotta understand that I also don't want any spiders in my house. You know, you might like them, but I definitely not, because if they didn't do anything, if they mind their own business, maybe I will understand. Sadly, all they do is sting me while I sleep. And I don't want to wake up with a lot of itching just because a piece of shit decided to go ham on my body. So yeah, as gruesome as it sounds, if I see a spider, I'm gonna do my best to kill it. Spiders aren't insects. I don't give a shit what they are considered. What's important is that they are a piece of shit that sting me while I'm sleeping. So yeah, at least you do have those fancy lunatic 1 coin clears. If they actually buy you, then that's a different story. Yeah, that's the problem. I wouldn't have a problem with spiders. Yeah, when I say sting, I mean bite. I guess the spiders don't sting, they bite. Well, whatever it's called, yes. Every spider that's been in my house has bitten me if I didn't kill them before that. So yeah, when I say I hate spiders, I don't say it because they are ugly. I don't give a shit if something is ugly or not. The problem is that they are a piece of shit that, yes, as Yami says, they bite me. And when they bite me, I wake up all itchy the next day, and I have to pour alcohol on on wherever they bite me, just to make it not be incredibly annoying to deal with. You hate spiders because of subterranean enemies and PTSD. I mean, Yamame isn't even that big of a deal. Alcohol to the mouth. And that comment was made by a Russian, to nobody's surprise. But yeah. So yeah, if there's anyone watching that, you know, you have something for spiders, I'm sorry. But if I see a spider in my house, unless I'm doing something more important, I'm gonna kill it as soon as I can. No second chances, because, you know, they are a pain in the ass. But then again, what spider doesn't bite? That's the thing. I'm pretty sure almost every spider has the capacity to bite. Right? Are they spiders that don't bite? Because I never heard of that. It's too cold here for cruel spiders. Well, yeah, I don't know where you live. Like, if there's anyone in chat that loves spiders, I don't know where you live. But where I live, spiders are trash. They will bite you without second thought. If they see you are distracted or you are not paying attention, they are gonna crawl up your skin, they are gonna bite you, and then they are gonna run away with their shitty cobwebs. So yes, sorry, but not sorry. They deserve what they had coming. Oh, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to leave one platform without falling. Like, because I need to come back. So basically what I'm doing here is not gonna go anywhere. The problem is, how do you do that? Because that's... Are you telling me I have to ignore every second platform like that? Are you serious? You want me to do that? I guess I can do that, but it feels a little bit hard. Kill Yamame. Same here. When you say same, you mean that it's too cold, or you mean that spiders are also pieces of shit? Because, as I know, yeah, too cold. I kinda thought about that, considering that both Russia and Canada are almost at the same height. Well, it's not called height, it's called latitude, I think, or longitude. I don't know which of those it is. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm not a geography expert. But yeah, they are pretty much at the same line. Okay, so this is how you do it. No, that wasn't that hard. Nice. Oh, not nice. Okay, at least I saved. Usual winter is -20 here. Yeah, that's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. Yeah, and as I mentioned on a previous stream, here the usual coldest temperature is, you know, 0 degrees Celsius. That's usually the coldest temperature that you're gonna find in where I live. And even that is pretty exaggerated. It's usually not that cold. And well, I already mentioned, as I say, but you wanna know what's the hottest temperature? It can reach 40. Yes, it can reach 40 degrees Celsius on summer. And trust me, you don't want to be here when that happens. That's what I can assure you. Oh fuck, come on spiders. Are you gonna do this to me? Okay, at least they stopped. Good shit. Sadly this looks like a labyrinth. Well, a pseudo labyrinth. A few years ago there was -5 and -10 during summer. Well, here sometimes in winter you have like 20 degrees. In some rare occasions you might have something like that. Freeze? Oh, Plant vs. Zombies? It's been a while since I've seen Plant vs. Zombies sprites. Wait, so this has momentum. It also has violence and speed. Can I shoot the flower down? I don't think I can. Yes, I know it's not a flower, it's a plant. It's the ISP shooter. Ooh, and we have some music here, alright. Alright. The beat is a little bit weird, but hey, we finally got some music. I think that's a win. Plant vs. Zombies on secondary stream. Honestly, that game is amazing, so I might do it. I'm talking about the first Plant vs. Zombies. I will play the second one, but as far as I know, it's a mobile-only game, so... You know what I think about mobile and cell phones in general. So yeah. But you can emulate it. Yeah. Last time I tried to emulate an Android game, it didn't go too well. Let me tell you that. Oh, come on, did I really fail? You know, funnily enough, you know that I'm a fucking degenerate, right? So the game that I tried to emulate back when I tried to emulate Android was a game called Puzzle and Dragons, I think. Which is basically, on the surface, it's a game about dragons and some sort of Bishewell clone, right? On the surface, that's what it is. Then you realize that dragons are the minority on that game, because most of the characters are just girls exposing the most amount of skin with the most ridiculous of clothing. So that's perfect for me, right? So I'm like, I gotta play this game. But I couldn't. I couldn't make it work because emulators are fucking trash. People live. Oh, come on! You are a degenerate just like me, if not more. So don't play the innocent here, Yami. Also, I wanna see, is the sound fine? Because I feel like it might be pretty loud. What do you say? Is this pretty loud or is this fine to you? Because I have no idea. I mean, it's fine for me, but I don't know for the stream. You know that sound balance on fan games is not the best thing ever. So I'm curious, is the sound fine like this or is it too loud? Mostly because of the music. I know that you can barely even hear the sound effects, but... I mean, considering that we barely even had any music up until, you know, now. I couldn't measure it properly. Okay, I'm not sure how this ice works, if I gotta be honest. It definitely has some, I mean, it has momentum put into it, but it's a little bit weird because once the momentum starts going, it seems to be like you cannot cancel it even with jumping. So you gotta think twice about what you do. Damn, and that one is gonna be pretty hard to pass. Damn it. Ice physics. No! The fucking momentum. There is too much momentum but not enough violence and speed. Well, the speed is probably there, but not the violence. You know, the other day I was wondering, because you know that shoujo stands are based mostly on music references, right? So you know, for example, Notorious Big, which is one of the stands in part 5, it's based on the rapper of the same name. So my question is there any reference, because I haven't watched anything past part 5, I haven't read in this case because the anime is not even out. So my question is there any stand that has a Tupac reference? Because basically, as I understand it, Notorious Big was like the East Coast rival of Tupac, which was West Coast. So they are kind of like at the same... I don't remember, but I didn't read 8, I see. I wonder how many rappers are referenced. The ones I know are basically Notorious Big and Sticky Fingers. Those two are rappers that are, you know, are stand names. But I don't know if there are more. There we fucking go. I'm into metal. Yeah, I know. In your case, it's not gonna be easy to find rap references, but I mean, the most obvious to ask is if there is an Eminem reference. I wonder, because maybe it's not called literally Eminem, but maybe there is a stand called Slim Shady or 8 Mile, something like that, which are basically just alternate names for Eminem. But I have no idea. I mean, after all, it's not like he's only referencing obscure rappers, because as far as I know, Sticky Fingers is a pretty obscure rapper, but someone like Notorious Big is not. So that's why I was asking if there was a Tupac or an Eminem reference. I wonder if there's also a Snoop Dogg reference. I mean, when it comes to big rappers, you cannot, like, you have to mention Snoop Dogg. Well, you should know that one more, Riemann, because you might not be a rap fan, but you're definitely a fucking stoner. So if there's any reference to Snoop Dogg, you should instantly notice. No, of course not. You're a metalhead. Them Russian metalheads, not knowing their rap references. Oh hey, to be fair, I also didn't know them. I mean, I knew that Notorious Big was a rapper, but I didn't know that he was that important. As I say, you know how a lot of rappers will tell you that Tupac is the greatest rapper ever? Well, Notorious Big was pretty much Tupac's rival. So, he definitely was, well, big. They are both dead too. And they both got murdered. So they are definitely not nobodies. They pretty much got killed because of, you know, probably, well, it's a mystery. A lot of people speculate different things. Some say that it was a conspiracy and all of that, but they were definitely not nobodies, that's for sure. Alright. So how do you do this one? Like, this is champ after champ, but damn. Well, nice. How do you do that? Probably champ, okay, probably champ there. And then keep on spamming champ until you reach the save, but that looks pretty hard, I gotta say. That definitely looks pretty hard. I wonder where the snowmen are from. I definitely don't recognize them, but it really feels like they are from a game. I definitely wouldn't know which one. I was thinking about the mobile emulator and that shit, and as I said in a previous stream, if I try to play gacha mobile games, it's gonna be a downward spiral. It's gonna be a downward spiral into insanity. I mean, not like I'm not insane already, but you know, even more insane. You believe that? You might be addition. No, that's already something that I am. I don't need mobile games to be addition. Don't worry about that. Oh, you say that I might be addition, but not enough to do that. Okay. I think you're overestimating me. That's what you're doing. You don't know how much of addition I can be. You don't know. You definitely don't know my true potential. Damn it. I want to do at least this section because it seems pretty doable. I mean, that section with the moving icicles. That's the one I mean. I like in a lot of fun games how a lot of the enemies are pretty cute, but they fuck you up in one hit. So it's like you can see through that cuteness. There we go! See, I knew I could do it. I wonder how far I can get. Because I don't think I can stream for too long. But like, I don't know how close the boss even is. Well, and even if the boss is close, I don't even know how hard it's gonna be. So it might be a better idea to leave this here. I'm gonna give this a couple of attempts though, because this doesn't seem that hard to do. Hey, I say it didn't seem hard to do. I didn't say that it wasn't. Boss is close. You know, I'm surprised that nobody done that. I know that nobody gives a shit about Lennon, I understand. But like, close could be such a good boss. Like, there is so much bullshit that you can do, especially considering that this is a platforming game. You know that the amount of bullshit that you could do with gravity? If I ever do a fun game, which by the way is not gonna happen, but let's say that in an ideal world that happens, I will put Klaus as the final boss. For sure. It's like the best idea for a platforming game, the amount of shenanigans that you can do with Klaus as a boss. It's like one of the best ideas that you could have. Damn, I don't know how to do that one. I obviously know that I need momentum, but fuck. I think I'm gonna leave this around here. Oh shit! That's the selection screen. For those who didn't see it, the selection screen before was like a sun and a flower field and everything, and now it's like Domu, the game that is gonna fuck you up in the ass. Well, even the selection screen is gonna fuck you up in the ass. Can you believe that? But yeah. But you know, I really gotta say that this has been an amazing experience so far. I'm obviously looking forward to what else this game has to offer, but I gotta stop for today. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, let me first see. Oh, we have. Okay. So, I wanna thank everyone a lot for watching. I'm getting the Epic Store advertisement, god damn it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna be seeing you on the next stream with more Domu. So, hope you enjoyed it, and take care everyone.